3, 2, 1.
Hello. Hey, everybody. Welcome into the room. Here we go. Seeing everybody joining. Go ahead and start popping in immediately where you are all from, how your experiences have been, any big breakthroughs, what's been going on, everybody. Been seeing so much action in the Facebook group. Super exciting to see everyone coming in. Really excited to hear all the incredible stories on YouTube. We're just getting so many comments. So many amazing things are happening right now. And it's just always super exciting to see the transformations that happen in something like this, where we really just get 5 days of full-blown Marisa doing all of her best work. And we've been going through the I. So on day one, we investigated, what were your beliefs about money? Were they helping you? Were they hurting you? Where did they show up from? We started to interpret, how were they impacting you really? And how could we start to change them? And we started interrupting those beliefs with yesterday, we did child in the room. We went back to those scenes. We went back to those moments where these beliefs were initially created, those thought patterns were started. And today we're doing the most exciting part. We're going to start to install the most beautiful money beliefs possible. Marissa's going to drop you in an incredible exercise where we're going to start to really see the positive side of all of these most incredible money beliefs start to show up powerfully in your life so that you can create an incredible future for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for your workplace, and hopefully for the world. And at the end of the day today, we're going to give you all sorts of information. It's going to be incredible. And then tomorrow, of course, we've got the money vortex, which is one of the first times this has ever happened. I'm super excited about it. So without any further ado, let's bring on Marisa Peer.
Thank you. So yesterday we did some very interesting stuff. We went back and had a look at your beliefs about money. And some of you I know overnight will have thought of more things. I'd love you to put into the chat bar right now. What have you come up with overnight? What other memories have you had? What other thoughts, memories, revelations about where you got your limiting money beliefs? Just start to type them in. I'd love to know what they are. And while I'm waiting, I'm going to do something. You know, we talk about dirty money, filthy rich. Money is a dirty word. It's amazing how much the word dirty, filthy, and money come together. Money is a dirty word. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. Those people are filthy rich. Look at that rich bitch. So I'm going to show you something. I've got here I've actually just ironed this with my hair straighteners. So you can see this is a perfect 20. It's new, it's clean, it's perfect. So here's one $20 bill. And I really recommend you do this with your kids. Now here's another one. And it's all crunched up. And I'm going to make it even dirtier. So Skip, can you just come and hold this for me? You can be my little, you hold that. And I'm going to squirt some in the camera.
You.
Hold on. I'm going to put some ketchup on it.
Oh,
I left my coffee over there. Never mind, I don't need coffee. Bit of mustard. Some mayonnaise. Okay, usually I put Coca-Cola on it. Put a little bit of soy sauce on it. Okay, now I'm going to smush it all up. Can you get me a napkin? I'm going to say to this money, I hate you. You're disgusting. You're dirty. You're smelly. You're horrible. What did you think of how you could insult this money? I hate you. You're filthy. You're disgusting. You're raggedy. You're broken. You smell. You're stinky. You're everything. So we're going to really abuse the money, cover it in Coca-Cola, put coffee all over it, put mayonnaise all over it. And then I'm going to hold it up, straighten it and ask you a question. So here's this money, the dirty, stinky, smelly money. And here's the brand new ironed, cleaned money. Which one is worth the most? That's a question I want you to answer. If you took that into a store, or that into a store, indeed the bank, how much is that one worth? And how much is that one worth? I'm going to have to put this back in its dish in a minute because it's dripping everywhere. So just answer in the chat bar, which one is worth the most? Or how much are they worth? How much is the brand new, sparkling new one worth? And how much is the smelly, dirty, raggedy, being around the block, being kicked, stamped on? Because I do that too. I stamp on it, jump on it. I've had kids spit on it. I wouldn't do that. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. I do this in schools a lot. We have a perfect dollar bill and a really beaten up. We beat it up more. We shout at it. We insult it. We jump on it, stamp on it, kick it around the room. And then we say, which one is worth the most? And most people say, well, of course, they're worth the same, but actually they're not. This one is actually worth more. You know why? It's had a life. It's been around the block. It's experienced some stuff. It actually is worth more. Of course, financially, if you took it into the bank, they're going to give you $20. They're going to put $20 in your account with that one and that one. But the reason I do this is many people feel that they're like that $20. They only have value if they're new and sparkling and perfect and clean and beautiful. And they think, well, you know, I don't count because life's beaten me up. I've been kicked around. It's like that Tom Petty song, I've been kicked around some. I'm not beautiful. I'm not perfect. I haven't had a great education. I come from a single parent family. I never knew my dad. We never had money. And they start to devalue themselves. They look at their life and go, well, I'm worth less because I never have a dad. I never went to school. We lived in a trailer park. We lived in a car. My mum got all my clothes from Goodwill. That doesn't make you worth less. It actually makes you worth more because you've had a life. You know, Angelina Jolie said something once. I thought it was so profound. She said, I love my adopted kids more. They've been through so much. My birth kids, they've had an easy life. They've had an easy life, but the other ones, they've been through wars, they've been through everything. And I love them more because I have so much respect for what they've been through. So now you've looked at the dirty, filthy, beaten up, kicked around the block dollar bill, and the perfect one. I want you to start applying that to you. You are not your experiences. You're not your past. You're not your childhood. What you've been through does not make you worth less. In fact, if anything, it makes you worth more. And I want you to start to comment on that. How could that be? How can you apply that to you? You know, every day, if you want to have a great life, make every day a reframe. Today, we're reframing your value. What is your value? How do you value yourself? How do you see yourself, perceive yourself, describe yourself? When you massively increase your sense of self-value, self-worth, self-image, everyone around you will increase it too. So I'm just going to look at some of your questions you're putting in here, and then we're going to come back. Both worth the same, but the clean bills are acceptable. Yeah, you see, I like my husband once took $100 bill out of my safe. I spent ages beating it up. It was coming, and he took it to the bank and said, and they said, oh, where's it? So I think my wife left it in the laundry. I think it's been in the dryer. And they're going, this is so interesting. It's got stuff stuck all over it. And he said, it was funny because the teller was intrigued with the state of this $100 bill, but he changed it, I think, for some euros. But we think that the clean is better, clean is more acceptable, but it's not. We like things that are interesting. Why do you think we spend so much money on antiques? I wonder who sat on that chair. I wonder who slept in that bed. I was at Chateau Marmont with John. I was saying, you know, John Belushi probably slept in. Marilyn Monroe was probably in this very room because it hasn't changed for about 80 years. And so brand new, that's not really compelling. I'm going to go into some of the things that you said last night. It's better to be poor than to be like my father, who was very disturbed, but for a time wealthy. I'm going to be poor in the future. We're just recapping some of the things you came back to yesterday. Something different happened to me. I started thinking, that isn't me. I can buy what I need. This isn't me. I deserve a good life. This isn't me. People pay me generously for services. It was enlightening and freeing. Well, I'm so pleased about that. Yes, the dirty money, I'm going backwards and forwards between last night and now, is older and wiser. Older is more interesting. So what is your value? How do you perceive yourself? Someone that experienced, reframe. I gained experiences. Take that with me. Fresh start, new adventure. I'm resilient and empathetic. My value is to help others have fun and improve their quality of life. I've had so many incredible life experiences. My value to share with others is high. I also learn from others. You know, I'm very lucky. It's one of the rare jobs for women where the older you get, the more you're seen as wise and experienced. Nobody wants to go to a therapist of 20. They go, 20? What do you know? You haven't even seen the world. How we see that policeman looks so young. This doctor looks so young. I remember my friend's mother, who was 80, said, you know, I went to the doctor and it was my friend's son. He was examining my breasts. And I'm like, this is a bit weird. I'm 80, he's 21. And I don't really like it. I want a female doctor. I feel very uncomfortable with this young boy I've known all his life examining my breasts for lumps. And I got that she said he was too young, made me feel so uncomfortable. So there are many times when wisdom and experience is valued, and you have to value yourself. my son said he would market my coaching, telling my clients, my mom can help you with anything you've been through. She's also been through most of it. She's experienced and will be able to help you heal. Isn't that lovely that he sees that experience is value? Okay, so today as our installer, we're going to start installing into you different beliefs. We're going to do a little bit of hypnosis, just go into an alpha state, and I'm going to start coding, wiring, firing in better beliefs, and you're going to do the same thing. But before I do that, if I could give you some amazing new money beliefs, some amazing new wealth beliefs, some amazing new abundance beliefs, I want you to tell me what you need to hear. One of the things that makes RTT so amazing is we say to our clients, hey, if I could make you an amazing recording, what would you need to hear? What words would light you up? What do you need to hear? And they say, oh, I need to hear this. I want to hear that. And it allows us to make incredible transformational recordings because the client will say, this is what I need to hear. These are the words I need to hear. So tell me right now, put it in the chat box. I'm going to be feeding it back. What do you need to hear? What words, phrases, sentences, beliefs can I install in you today, right now, to help you create more wealth, have a better relationship with money, see it as a wonderful thing that will help you help the world? So I'm just going to have a look and see what's coming up. Okay, let me go to the bottom and come back up again. Okay, here we go. You are powerful. You are brilliant. You make a difference in the world. And I'd add to that, and you get very well paid for that. Because if you're making a difference in the world and you're getting well paid, you can make more of a difference. You know, you don't have to love Madonna or indeed Oprah Winfrey. Madonna has pretty much revolutionized the whole school system in Malawi. She pays for everything there. You might say, well, she took those babies. She did. And now her son is playing football for Portugal. She's moved there. And he's actually an amazing guy. Oprah Winfrey is changing education for girls, especially in Nigeria. So when you have money, you can do more with it. So I'm powerful, I'm brilliant, you make a difference in the world. But add to that, and you get very well paid for that, or very well rewarded for that. I'm worthy. I have the confidence to earn money and to do good things with the money I earn, and to make that money create more money. I'm not going to say you don't need to worry about not having enough again, because it's a negative. The subconscious mind doesn't. If you say you don't need to worry about not having enough ever again, the mind hears you need to worry, because it doesn't take in don't, not. So we have to flip that. You're reassured and secure. I'm loved, I'm valued, I'm worth it. I can attract money. I'm deservingly abundant. I love that. Money gives me joy, a carefree state of mind. I do good things with it. I'm capable of generating wealth, success, and I have an impact on the world. Okay, I won't read them all out because I'm going to be doing that in just a minute. Everything always flows to me. I'm enough. See if there's anything that's really jumping out. My artwork brings financial stability and wealth into my life. I think we would add to that I'm a great artist and I'm a phenomenal marketer. I market my art. I have the courage, the confidence, the belief. People love my art. They pay a lot of money for my art. So we want to really up this even more. I have a marketable talent, that's good, but we want to say, and I have the confidence, the courage, the self-belief, the worthiness to take my talent and to share it with the world. Okay, I think you've all got it. Oh, there's so many more coming in, but rather than read them out, let's do this. We're going to go into a form of hypnosis. Hypnosis doesn't send you to sleep. It certainly wakes you up. And we're going to do a couple of things today. One of the things we're going to do is we're going to be touching this area right in between our eyebrows. We're going to impress, install, and instruct our mind. I insist on living an abundant life. I require a more abundant life. I'm giving myself a more abundant life. We're going to say that, state it, affirm it, embody it. And we're not going to go, we're going to say, I have a more abundant life. You have to own this stuff. You can't say it out of the corner of your mouth or mumble it. You have to have the courage, the confidence to state it, affirm it, embody it. So you're going to say, what I insist on, what I require, what I give to myself is an abundant life. And you can add full of wealth, success, joy, making a difference, And when you've stated, when you've impressed, installed, instructed to your own mind what it is that you require, you're going to open out your hands and you're going to code in what that is. You're going to code in wiring, firing, what it looks like, feels like, sounds like. And we can talk about the smell of money. It's okay to say, oh, the smell of money, the smell of success. It's okay to use all your senses, even if that sounds a bit weird. And then when you have that little voice going, oh, this doesn't really work, come on. You're just going to move from side to side, and I'm going to help you erase, eradicate, eliminate limiting beliefs, blocking thoughts that are getting right in your way. That's all we have to do. It's really easy. And all you have to do is follow me. You don't have to even believe in it. You just have to do it. But you're going to learn to do this a lot. This is not a one-off thing. And it's much better to do all of this in an alpha state. An alpha state is where you're highly receptive. And you get into alpha state by doing this. You roll up your eyes, keep them up, keeping your eyeballs up, you close the lid. When you're going to sleep at night, we all do this. We kind of roll up our eyes. It's something you do every day. So let's just practice it first. Practice makes perfect. Roll up your eyes, keep your eyeballs up, and simultaneously close your eyelids down. So don't do that. It's rolling up the eyeballs, keeping the eyeballs up, closing down the eyelids. That's good. You've all done it. Now let's do it for real. Put your hands apart, put your feet apart. If you can, have your hands in this receiving position, but if that's not comfortable, it doesn't matter. Just don't sit like this. That's a blocking position. Be open to receive all the good things are about to come your way. So look up as high as you can, roll up your eyes, take a deep breath, breathe in, keep your eyeballs up, breathe out. Again, take a deep breath in. Every time you blink, deep, powerful healing hypnosis is coming upon you. Breathe out. Just one more time, breathe in, keep your eyeballs up. And as you exhale, keeping your eyeballs up, just close your eyelids right down. All the way down as your eyelids shut down. Keep your eyes shut now. Just drop your chin. Just drop your chin so you get that same looking down feeling that you might get as you look over a balcony, down a flight of stairs. Forget about the position of your eyes. Drop your chin and just feel yourself going down step 10 and 9. See your feet, hear your feet, feel your feet connecting to step 8 and 7. You're going deeper into an awareness of yourself, going deeper into your own internal state as you take steps 6 and 5. You're going deeper with every sound you hear on step 4. Every sound, noise, movement around you is taking you deeper and deeper onto step 3. You're taking step 2. You're taking step 1 with your eyes closed. Take 2 fingers, just touch the area right in between your eyebrows. And I want you to repeat after me. What I require for myself is phenomenal wealth. Say that now out loud. What I require for myself is phenomenal wealth. And here's another one. Repeat it word for word. What I insist for myself is an abundant life. And here's the last one. What I'm giving to myself is an abundant life. And I want you to open out your hands into that receiving position. I want you to imagine, what does that look like for you? Because what it looks like for you is everything. If you can see it, you can achieve it. Keep your eyes closed. What does that look like for you? What does it look like? What does abundance look like? What does wealth look like? It's different for everybody. For you, what does abundance look like for you? What do you look like? What are you wearing? Where are you going? What are you doing with this wealth? What are you doing with this abundance? How are you sharing it? How are you making a difference? Who are you helping? Keep looking. Look again and again and again. I want you to really see what it looks like. Then I want you to notice, what does it feel like? What does it feel like to have the security of having wealth behind you, have enough money in your bank account? You're always able to pay bills. You can buy stuff without looking at the price tag. You can go places. What does that feel like to have that certainty, that security? What does it feel like to go, hey, you know, if I see people going without, I can help them. I like that. In a restaurant, I like to pay someone else's bill. I know that someone down the road is struggling. I like to drop off boxes of groceries or pay their electricity bill. I want you to really feel what it feels like to have wealth and to do great things with it. What does it feel like to be a self-made person, to go, hey, you know, I did this myself. I came from nothing and here I am. And I can go into schools and teach other kids. You can come from nowhere like me. And with the right belief system and the right work ethic and the sense of being worth it, you can do anything, be anything. What does it feel like to be a role model, an inspiration? You could even be someone like The Secret Millionaire, if you've ever seen that show. What does that feel like for you? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? And that's very important when you hear people saying, you know, paying to work with you was the greatest investment I ever made. People tell me that all the time as a therapist. I would have paid you more. This is the best money I ever spent. This was such great value. Imagine you have a restaurant, a store, a business. What do you want to hear people saying? Oh my God, I love this product. It's the best money I ever spent. I need more of these. I need to get more. This is such a good product. I love it. I need more. I was buying some mushroom coffee yesterday. And I said, oh my God, this is amazing. You got to get it. It's so lovely. I was bringing everyone to the stand because it was so good. Imagine if your customers saying, oh my God, you have to get this. This is amazing. This is wonderful. This is the best thing I ever bought, ate, tasted, used. Imagine. Use your imagination to hear it, see it, feel it, really go deep. Remember, if you can feel it, you can say, oh, I can't really see it, or I feel really silly doing this, or I feel uncomfortable even talking about money. That's okay. It's a good reason to do it more. If you say, I feel uncomfortable, who am I to have this wealth? Surely this is wrong. Who am I to be this person buying other people's stuff? That's wrong. It's not right. You know, I was in Morocco with my husband once, and I've been there many times, and I always take lollipops and candy. And my husband said, I don't like you doing that. I feel it's wrong. I said, well, you have to deal with that feeling, because I've come here many times. And actually, just as he said it, this guy came and said, thank you so much for bringing these things for our children. I said, you see, he's not uncomfortable. When I go to India, I always take masses of biros. When I was in Africa, I came out of my hotel and this guy was so sweet. He said, could I have the shampoo and conditioner from your hotel? And is there a pencil and a pad I could give to my sister because she's going to school? And he was such a lovely guy that when I left, I gave him my shoes, I gave him some of my clothes, because he didn't even ask, but he just asked for the littlest thing. And I felt so good that I could do that. When I was in Cuba, I went to someone's house and she was telling me she was getting married. And I went back and gave her a dress I had in my suitcase because there's no shops there. I didn't miss it, but it meant nothing. It meant everything to her. But if you think, oh, I don't want to show off like that, you need to sit with that feeling until you stop feeling uncomfortable. You've got to make what is unfamiliar familiar, what's uncomfortable comfortable, what's unknown known. So really stay with it until you feel more comfortable, more familiar about having stuff and sharing it, making your life better, making someone else's life better. Because imagine if no one had invented penicillin, no one had invented antibiotics, no one had invented sterilization of tools, we wouldn't be alive. No one had invented sanitation. So stay with it for another minute. What does it look like for you, feel like for you, sound like? What does it smell like, taste like to live an abundant life? What does it look like, feel like when you've created a business where you're a speaker, a blogger, an influencer, a podcaster, an inventor, a creator, an entrepreneur? And your life is going from strength to strength. You're going from one success to another. And people look up to you and go, hey, I'd love to know your secrets. What did you do? And you can actually pass that on. So stay in that place, see it, hear it, feel it. And of course, many of us go, oh, this doesn't work. It's all woo. Well, I have news for you. Woo works. Woo is extremely effective. So if you've got that voice going, well, it's not going to work for me. It only works for other people. I've tried other things. You have not tried this. This is my very own method that I created myself. I want you to just move from side to side, just move 2 inches to the left, 2 inches to the right. And as you just move from side to side, just sway to the left, to the right, and the right to the left, I want you to feel your body erasing, eradicating, eliminating, ending, washing out those limiting beliefs. Keep moving. And as you keep moving, just feel yourself erasing, eradicating, eliminating, ending limiting beliefs, letting go of blocking thoughts. These beliefs have never helped you. They've given you nothing but heartache. It's time to let them go. I want you to feel them washing off you like water in the shower. When the shower's gone, you don't go, hey, I need that water back. Let me pull up the plug and get in the mains. I need my shower water back. It's gone. It's behind you. When you're in a car, don't say, hey, I need to run behind and get all the exhaust fumes back because I might need them. These beliefs are like the water in the shower. The exhaust fumes of a car, they are gone. They're out of your life. Just keep moving and feel them erasing, eradicating, eliminating, ending, being washed away. Now let's put it all together again. Take those two fingers, press on that area in between your eyebrows. And this time, you're going to make your statements. I'm going to start it. You're going to finish it. And you can say whatever you like. You see, one person's wealth is not, someone saying, I'm wealthy because I've got a little business in my village. I own my own home. I remember once getting in a taxi and he said, when I dropped you off, I'm going home. I've got a garden. I've got a lovely wife. I've got grandkids. I feel like the richest man in the world because I get to stop work every day at 2 and go and sit in the garden with my granddaughter and my lovely wife who we've been married to for 40 years. And he felt wealthy. And I loved that. And he was, because he was blissfully happy. So wealth is relative to you. You may want to use the word abundant, wealthy, rich, successful. So this is time to use your words. Let's go. Take those two fingers, press the area in between your eyebrows. And I want you to repeat after me. You're going to finish. You're going to put an ending on this. So let's go on the count of 1, 2, 3. What I require for myself is, complete that sentence out loud. And again, what I insist on for myself is, complete that sentence. Make it powerful, make it exciting, excite your imagination, turn it on, thrill it, elate it, stretch it. And one more time, what I am giving to myself is, complete that statement. It's a statement of truth. Open out your hands and feel what it feels like to make that your reality. Your words shape your reality. Using different words, different statements. Feel what it feels like to make that happen, to bring that to fruition, to make that your reality. Feel what it feels like. What does it feel like, look like, sound like when that is your energy? What does it feel like for you? Take a little while and really feel that feeling. Feel brave, feel confident, feel proud, feel amazing, feel impressed with yourself, feel excited, feel good about yourself that you can do this. And while you're noticing what it feels like, what does it look like? How do you show up in the world? When you realize you have a gift, but you also have an ability to monetize your gift, to take that gift to market, to be rewarded for that gift, what does that feel like? What does that look like? What does it sound like? What kind of things do you hear people say, oh, I just believe in you so much. I'm so glad you made that, created that, did that. People used to write to J.K. Rowling and say, I'm so glad you wrote that book. You've given me a love of reading. People say, I'm so glad you wrote that. You give my kid a love of reading. Imagine someone loving something you have created, produced so much. They stop you in the street and say, wow, I'm ever glad you made that product. It's changed my life. See it, feel it, hear it, but also you can use the other senses. What does it taste like, smell like, sound like, look like, feel like when money flows to you, when you're able to create something, you have a gift and you can finally monetize it. You're a money magnet. You're able to attract wealth. You're also able to maintain it, to sustain it, to capitalize on it. So while I'm giving you some words and ideas, you can also, of course, add in your own. So just let yourself go deeper. Focus again on what it feels like, looks like, sounds like. And I want you to start repeating some of these statements. If I say some and you don't like them, it's okay. But if they make you feel super uncomfortable, that's a sign that you have to stay with them and repeat them over and over again until they feel familiar. So just let yourself go deeper and deeper and even deeper still, thinking, feeling, believing that you were put on the planet with a gift. The universe gave you a gift. Just like the universe gave Ed Sheeran a gift, it gave you a gift too, and it also will support you 1,000,000% as you start to monetize that gift, capitalize that gift, share that gift. So as you go deeper and deeper and deeper, you are able to attract wealth. You are able to attract riches. You're able to have the most wonderful relationship with money. You see it as a source of joy, of pleasure, and you are highly motivated to monetize your own gift. It is easy for you to attract wealth. It's easy for you to maintain it because every day you remember you are worth it. You are deserving of it. Every day you look at that long list of who will benefit from you having wealth. And the longer that list is, the more you are highly motivated, conditioned, compelled, programmed to be wildly successful. You are becoming wildly successful at your chosen career. You deserve to receive money. You give of your talent and your skill, and you receive, you have that perfect balance. It's like when you breathe, you have to give a breath, you have to receive, you have to give and take. And that is exactly how your relationship with money is. You give of yourself, you give of your gift, you give of your talent, and you give with passion, you give more. And because you give more, you receive more. You always have more than enough. There is more than enough to go around. You receive more. You attract more. You do good things with more. So keep going. It's good for you to have abundance. It's good for you to have more because you are a spiritual person, determined to use your more to help others. And you know that the opposite of more is not enough. And every time you even think about straying there, you say, I'm enough. Let's do it now. I am enough. I am more than enough. I'm good enough, lovable enough, talented enough, worthy enough, and I deserve more. I am lovable enough, smart enough, good enough, worthy enough. And if that feels weird, then keep doing it. You give of yourself, and that is worth so much. You have a gift, a talent, it's priceless. Just you, your body, your mind is the most mind-boggling, priceless thing you'll ever own. You are worthy of abundance. You're worthy of wealth. You're worthy of abundance. You're worthy of money. And you're able to use that word. You're able to say that word. Money can be beautiful. All the things you love in your life, you love them because they give you joy, but money can give you joy. Earning it, being a self-made person, being paid well for your talent, and then doing good things with that money. That's a good thing. And everything works out for you always because you have such a powerful sense of who you are. Every day, you are massively, powerfully increasing your sense of self-worth, your sense of self-value, your sense of self-image, your sense of who you are, why you're here. Do it right now. Increase, elevate, 10x right now your sense of self-worth. Increase, elevate, 10x your self-image. Increase, elevate, 10x your sense of self-value, and keep increasing your sense of self-worth, self-value, self-image. Keep increasing your sense of self-confidence, your sense of self-esteem, because when you do that, when you increase your sense of value and worth, everyone around you will increase their sense of your worth and value too. You are abundant. You're able to live an abundantly happy life. You live in abundance. You are an abundant person. You feel abundant. You feel amazing. You feel incredible. You love money. It loves you back. You feel a sense of joy that you can do such good things. You're here for a reason. The universe gave you a gift. It gave you, and it gave you an incredibly unique skill set, and you are able to know that the universe that gave you that gift, that talent, will also support you 1,000,000% in monetizing that talent, taking that talent to market, sharing that talent, being recognized for your talent. You have abundance, you have financial freedom, you attract clients, you are a magnet for prosperity. And it's not about working hard. That's important. It's about having the mindset of I'm worth it, I deserve it, I'm attracting it, I'm manifesting it. I am deserving of money. You are deserving of money. You are worthy and deserving of living an amazing life. Wealth, success, riches come to you so easily. You're powerful, you're brilliant, you're unique, you have a skill. You're able to make a difference in the world. And you know, the things that people buy, they buy stuff that eases their pain point. We buy things that make us feel good. Think of something that you could create, a gifted talent. What could you create? A book you could write, a speech you could give, a podcast you could give, a product you could make, an existing product that you could improve that could make a difference in the world. What could you do? What could you do? What could you create or improve or work on? So many things. And the more you start to think about that, the more your brilliant subconscious mind is set up to answer every question you ask it. When you say, how can I find a product and improve it? How can I create something, improve something? How can I go out into the world and make something amazing? Keep giving that question to your brilliant genius mind, and it will answer it, because you are deservedly abundant. You're capable to create wealth and success. You are able to impact other people. You know how to affirm incredible value to your clients who see the value, who you see the value of you. Your clients see the value of you. You're amazing. You can afford an amazing lifestyle. Everything flows to you. You're good and you're enough just the way you are. You have meaning and purpose, and you know that having money allows you to make a difference to your own life, but especially to that of other people too. You're worthy of wealth. Wealth and abundance is flowing to you. You are blessed with wealth, and you bless other people all the time. You create worth to help your family and to help others. You create your own value. You create your own worth. You are seen, you are valued, you are incredibly confident. You deserve abundance, you attract it. You're worthy of it. You are worthy of wealth and success. Money comes to you. And because you have a beautiful relationship, you don't fear it, you don't panic. You also don't need to spend it. You're able to respect it, to do good things with it, to value it, to see the value it gives to you, and to value it too. You are deserving of wealth, and you deserve to get pleasure from wealth, but to share that with others. You have more than enough. You are monetizing your gifts, and you are much in demand. People are inspired by you. People are inspired by you having money. They're inspired. They want to know what you did. They want to be like you. You are a phenomenal role model. People look up to you. They admire you. They learn from you. You having money helps other people to have money, because you share your gifts, you share your talents, you share your story. And you can make a huge difference to others. You are worthy of being extremely well paid for your services. You can see yourself having multiple businesses. You can do whatever you need to do. You're able to do the things you don't wish to do to get to where that is the mark of success, doing what you do not want to do. You're able to do that. You're able to do the work, to take action, to take massive action every single day in the direction of your goals. The skills that successful wealthy people have are these. They take action every day in the direction of their goals when they are on their way to success. Every day they do something, a little something, every day. They do what they do not want to do to get to where they want to be. They bounce back like a big rubber ball. Of course, they hear no, they get rejected, but they have a huge bounce back factor. They delay gratification. They praise themselves a lot. And you can do all of those things. You can do them all at once or one at a time. Praise yourself a lot. Delay gratification. Take action every day in the direction of your goals. Bounce back like a big rubber ball. Do what you do not want to do to get to where you want to be. If you do those things, it's almost impossible to stop yourself being successful. So you can see yourself doing all of those things. You can see yourself being outstandingly gifted at managing and growing your money. You are gifted at attracting money, growing it, investing, growing, capitalizing at all things that you are gifted at. And your gifts are recognized and appreciated. And you are rewarded significantly over and over again. You're confident because you're able to be financially independent so fast. You have unique talents and you deserve to be well paid for those talents, and you are well paid. You are worthy of having wealth. You're aligning with your life's purpose. You're fulfilling your destiny. You're creating new skills to earn more. You have special, valuable skills and you deserve abundance. You're a gift and you're monetizing your gift. You are worthy. You're worthy of money. Money is freedom. Money is beautiful. And you're allowed to be free because you are talented. You're allowed to be known. You're good at making money, growing money, investing, multiplying. You have the confidence to charge a high fee for the amazing service you offer to your customers. You're self-sufficient. You are independent. You are good friends with money. I love that. And you're worthy of more. So just go on letting those words in, repeating them, stating them, embodying them, affirming them. Every day, imagine if you wake up and you state, affirm, and embody a particular sentence that you like, that speaks to you, that makes your heart sing. That's what you have to do every day. Every day you can touch the area in between your eyebrows, state, embody, affirm your own particular statement, open out your hands, feel it, see it. Hear it, smell it, taste it. You're loved, you're worthy, you're capable. You're making a difference in the world. Money comes to you easily. You are worthy. You are so worthy. So just let that in for just one more minute. Just for one more minute. Go deeper. You're worthy. You're ready. Just let yourself go deeper. And if you feel any resistance, just sway from side to side. Just let it go, let it go, let it go, because who needs limiting beliefs anyway? Hear the sound words from Frozen, let it go, let it go. Who needs those limiting beliefs anyway? Just let it go. And as you let the old go, let the new in. You love attracting wealth. You love doing good things with your wealth. You're doing good things with it right now. Just take one more minute of silence. I'm going to bring you back in just a minute, but just for one more minute. Commit to yourself that every day you'll make a statement of truth about you. It doesn't have to be true yet, but it's not an affirmation. It's a statement of truth. And as you say it, state it, affirm it, embody it, you'll find a way of making it real. So take a deep breath. Come back into the room. And just start to share what that felt like for you. What did that feel like for you? To really feel it, to hear it, to see it, to taste it, to smell it. I feel so free. I feel wonderful. Who needs limiting beliefs? Well, you know, somebody may have given them to you. That wasn't your fault. But if you keep them, it is your fault. It's not your fault that you were given limiting beliefs, unhelpful beliefs. That's not your fault. But if you continue to hold on to them and say them and state them, it becomes your fault. It becomes your fault because if you're not choosing to change, you're choosing to stay the same. So Skip, are you here? Maybe Skip's not here. Never mind, I just get more time with you.
I am here, Marisa.
Okay, I'm just going to read out one more. I feel very firm in my beliefs about my worth. I feel effervescent. I feel confident. It feels completely possible, of course, because it is. I feel fantastic, free, and light. I feel a sense of freedom and empowerment. All of my RTT therapists understand very easily and quickly. Your job as a therapist is to give people freedom and empowerment. Your job as a teacher and a parent is to give kids high self-esteem. Many of us don't even know that, but we do. Wonderful. So Skip, I'm going to let you take over, but I'm loving reading all these comments. I feel powerful. I feel ready. I feel free. I feel fantastic. Good. I'm thrilled. I'm elated. I'm pleased for you. So
Yeah.
Skip, I know you want to say something now, so please go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely amazing reading through all these comments, everybody. People were saying things like their palms were burning and their chest was lifted in confidence and happiness and felt the wealth coming through. I'm seeing smiling and felt so happy and just really feeling wealth and abundance for the first time ever. I'm seeing people who say they want to train to be an RTT therapist after going through this and help children in schools as they're already a teacher. That would be such an incredible way to contribute at an even deeper level. And teachers are so incredible. So many people saying calm, grounded, strong, healing energy. Yeah, go ahead and put in the comments. Keep it going. I'll keep reading out. Janet says her energy expanded to what felt like her future self. Yeah, I know. I just love when Marisa goes off on these positivity, money, embodiment things. It's just wonderful every single time. So let's see here. I'm going to share my screen and just share a couple slides with everybody here. Can everybody see my screen? Maybe just say yes in the chat if you can see that. Yes, perfect. Amazing. Thank you. I feel so much lighter and renewed, excited about the future. Love to see what's possible. Absolutely. So, very first thing here is, would you guys say that through these 4 days so far, on day one, we investigated what your money beliefs were. So you started to get some clarity, whether you tuned in on day one or you went back and watched it or you're going to. We got that clarity about what was going on with your money beliefs and started to identify those. Yeah. Did you guys get that experience on day one, or when you went back and watched it, you kind of got some clarity on all of that? And then on day two, we went through and we started to figure out how those money beliefs were really affecting us and how that was powerful for you and where they maybe came from, especially in day three, as we did the child in the room exercise. That is just such an incredible experience. That's straight out of the RTT handbook, straight out of one of the tools Marisa's developed for these last 30 years working with people, especially on day three. I'm seeing people say in the chat. Yeah. I see Thea and Essa. Absolutely. Oh, dense content, perfectly organized. I know Marisa is just so full of valuable information. So would you guys say that between those 3 days and then now today, going in and really deepening these beliefs, that you're really starting to understand all of your limiting beliefs around money? And maybe you could even start to say, you could understand your limiting beliefs in other areas of your life based on this. Investigate what's going on, start to interpret how it's impacting you, begin to interrupt those beliefs, and then begin to install the most ideal beliefs like Marisa was doing today, where she just showered us in beautiful beliefs around money. Put it in the chat. Definitely. I'm seeing so many beautiful things.
Can I interrupt you, Skip? Can you see this thing from Ray? He said reaffirmation. What happened yesterday, hours after the session, I received a call to work on 3 television shows. I heard my voice being offered work on animations in the session. And I haven't done this for 40 years, but last night he got a call and he got offered to work on 3 TV shows. That's manifestation. When you put it out there, the universe sends it right back. So well done, Ray. I just had to read that out because I'm so thrilled for you. I'm thrilled that you're showing everyone here, this really works if you do it. Carry on, Skip. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, so many incredible comments coming in here, right? I'm seeing the RTT program is really worth it. Someone apparently who has gone through it already from Vanilla. Your name is Vanilla. That's incredible. I love your parents. That's truly incredible. A lot of people with Child in the Room comments know that their inner advice is often the best. Just stunning, incredible information from people. I love it so much. So I love that everyone's really starting to understand it. And you guys got to experience a lot of these different hypnotherapy techniques that Marisa's been developing for so long. And you're starting to become really aware of the power of your mind, right? Like you're saying that comment in there. as soon as you begin to believe that you're worth it, you start to find these beliefs that have been holding you back or potentially pulling down your energy. You start to uproot those. You start to replace those with better beliefs, right? With beliefs that are empowering for you, for your future. You can really start to see that just by changing your mind, just by changing your thoughts, everything can be possible for you in each category. And you can really spend a lot of time doing that. Yeah. Oh, so many people are going to call in the money for RTT is really cool. All the replays are absolutely available on YouTube, by the way. So many wonderful people supporting with RTT. If you've experienced RTT or if you're a therapist in the chat, just go ahead and shout it out. What's like your favorite thing? Are you a therapist? So amazing to see the community here. We've even got some people live, actually.
We've got some people sitting here. They're RTT therapists.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. And now I believe a lot of you understand why you maybe had the money that you wanted in your life or that you didn't have the money that you wanted in your life. Yeah. As you went back and experienced those different scenes, and when you did the child in the room, you started to understand why some of these things have been happening to you. And you might be seeing transformation immediately. You might be feeling transformation immediately, or at least see the path of that transformation. Yeah. Would you guys say that? Go ahead and type yes in the comments if you understand how this is probably going to transform you massively. Yeah. So many yeses. Incredible, incredible. Yesterday was so powerful. So many RTT therapists in the room that are just saying it's incredible. It's just awesome to see all of the support. Someone says the best thing they ever did was to invest in RTT. That's stunning. I love it. I see so many testimonials all the time. And then would you say that experiencing that child in the room and really seeing those scenes, you started to see how, of course, you can investigate your beliefs and of course you could start to interpret them, but experiencing those scenes, having that hypnotherapy guided session that Marisa did, where she brought you back into those scenes in that hypnosis state where you were just more open to just experiencing those past events in a different way in your adult self with that guidance from her. And that was really powerful. Yeah. Would you guys say yes? I'm loving all the comments here. It's just going bonkers. If you can see, Marisa, really, really beautiful. So many people say they're studying right now. What's interesting is they brought up larger awareness and big life stuff outside of the money situation. And of course, you could apply these same tools, these same methodologies. And our RTP therapists do this all the time for all sorts of things in people's lives. And so we're becoming more and more aware of how we can release these subconscious patterns and really start to install new beliefs about everything in our life. So could you then see that if you were to yourself become an RTT therapist, if you yourself were to become a hypnotherapist, how you could do this to yourself, how you would actually experience the most profound, most powerful transformation in any area of your life possible? Do you see how that could happen? Do you see how going through this program, going through anything with Marisa deeply like this and becoming a professional, really going on that journey would massively elevate every aspect of your life. And it would really give you that inside look, that X-ray vision into your health, into your love relationships, into your money, of course, like today, into your abundance, into your freedom, and how that would be just an incredible way to move forward with your life. And how all of these RTT therapists in the comments are just constantly shouting out how amazing it is. Yeah. You guys seen that? Type yes in the comments if you think that being able to do what Marissa's doing right now for your family, for your friends, for yourself, for the people that you love in your life, for clients professionally, because we all know to really understand something, becoming a teacher is the best way to understand, and better than understanding, to embody it. If you were going to start teaching people about how to uncover their own money beliefs and install beautiful money beliefs, that would be the absolute best way to transform your relationship with money, to transform your relationships, to transform your ability to experience love and have deep relationships, to form community. Do you see how that would be incredible for you? Type yes in the comments if you think that would be incredible for you. And if I were to tell you that you could start to become an RTT therapist and you don't need any prior experience, you don't need to know how to be a therapist. You don't have to have been a counselor or have to go on any college. If you have done any of those things, it's very helpful. You could be as young as 18 years old and as old as 100 years old. You could even be older, and that might make you even better and even more special in this role. And knowing that it's actually quite simple, right? We've designed the world's greatest hypnotherapy curriculum. We have the most incredible people on the team that support you, that teach you as we do the program. Does that sound interesting to you? Does that sound like something you would love to hear about, something you'd love to experience? Just type yes in the comments if you're like, I have always known that people come to me with their secrets, with their problems, and I've just always wanted to help others, but to do it professionally would be an even better scenario. And of course, to transform myself just going through the process, even if I don't want to be a therapist, it's going to radically transform me to do this process, to learn these things. And yes, I see here Helid says she's 63 practicing RTT, and she's at a great age for this because she's got so much wisdom and done so many incredible things. So if that sounds amazing to you, the team is starting to drop links in the chat where you can click, you can learn more, you can book a call with someone on our team who are just incredible people. They're even going to take you through a very simple exercise that is so on brand with this rapid transformational therapy, helping you visualize what the most perfect, what the most beautiful, ideal future will be for you as an RTT therapist. And I'll tell you this, one of the most incredible things about our program at RTT is we focus so much on making sure you are successful with the business, successful with the finances, and successful as an entrepreneur. We work so hard on that, making sure you know how to get clients, making sure you understand how to market yourself. You don't need to come in with any experience whatsoever. And we've even got someone
what are you
here
talking
that's
about
live.
marketing?
Yeah. What did you say?
Here's Gabriella. She just won an award. Tell them she's an RTT therapist. I trained you how many years ago?
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
Tell them about your life now, because she's always busy and she's just got an award. But tell them everything.
So I won my award a few years ago, but I trained in RTT 6 years ago with Marisa in London in person, and I've got an amazing business now. I have to say, I don't work a day in my life because I love what I do. So I love every minute of it. I've got huge success. I have a 98% success rate with all my clients. I am now known as the success coach and RTT therapist. And yeah, I just love what I do. And I'm forever grateful to Marisa and RTT.
So, did you think it would be as easy as it was when you came and did the training?
I didn't think I could be as successful as what I am, and I'm extremely successful now, and I'm helping many other people to get success. So, and I love that. And I'm helping.
You have to talk about the figures, but what's the difference in the money you're earning now to what you were earning before?
Well, I can tell you the figures. Yeah. So, I've just exceeded my £10,000 a month, and I'm working towards my 20 grand a month. So yeah.
What were you earning a month before you did RTT?
Well, before I did RTT, I was earning nowhere near that. So yeah, nowhere near that. So
and what else has transformed in your life since doing RTT?
So my happiness, so do you want me to tell you the story a little bit? So yeah, when I found RTT, I was in a really bad place. I was rock bottom. I was suicidal. I wasn't in a good place at all. I found Mind Valley, and through that I found Marisa Pia, and I had some RTT therapy myself, and it saved my life. It literally saved my life because I was suicidal. I wasn't in a good place. And then I decided I'd been looking for something, and I decided this is for me. And I researched and found RTT, trained to do it, went down to London, put a lot of work into it so that I could be the best, because I wanted to be the best, and just got cracking with it. I didn't wait. I just started helping people and helping more and more people. And like I say, I love what I do. I don't work a day of my life because I love what I'm doing. So
do you have people come to you who are also suicidal?
Have people come to me who are suicidal, and very interestingly, 80% of my clients are male. They're men. So RTT is loved by men, absolutely. And yeah.
And those few years ago when you were feeling at rock bottom, could you even imagine the life you have now?
No, not at all. not at all. I couldn't imagine finding something that I love doing so much and that is so effective, because it just works. It's just so effective.
Here's one last question. What kind of things do your clients say to you after they've had some work with you, after they've had some RTT? What kind of things you're hearing from these men?
So this is life changing. I've never experienced anything like this before. I didn't even know that was the block that I had. And I've now tripled my business, quadrupled my business. I've got so much more success in my life and in my business. I'm helping people with their relationships, with their wealth, with their health, and with their mindset. And they're improving. So I've moved on from my niche now is helping people to get success in their life, and whether that's their relationships or their business or their mindset, it's all of those things. So
where do you find them? Where do you find your clients? Because that's a bit worrying. Where will I find any clients? So where do you find yours?
So I do all the methods. I don't stick to one. My big platform is LinkedIn, because I'm helping entrepreneurs and high achievers and business leaders. But I do networking, I do podcasts, I do talks, and I do a lot of work on LinkedIn. And I show up. So you can't hide, you've got to show up. So you have to overcome a lot of your own insecurities, which I've had to do because I don't find it. But one of the biggest things I did a few months ago, I hypnotized 50 people, and that was big for me. So I hadn't done that before. That was the first time. So I hypnotized 50 people in a room live. I'd done it online, but not in person. And that was just amazing. And all 50 people had a fabulous experience. And so I'm doing groups now. I've got group programs and groups of entrepreneurs. I highly recommend it to anyone that wants an amazing career, wants to help people and do something that really works. I tried many therapies, many different modalities to help me, myself personally. Nothing worked. RTT worked. I do combine it with coaching, and I think the coaching element with the RTT is amazing, and it works. But yeah.
Have you had any previous experience as a therapist?
None.
None at all.
None.
I love that.
No.
Say, oh, don't you have to be a therapist or a degree? Is that you had no experience as a therapist, and yet here you are now having 10,000, soon to be 20,000.
Yes. Yeah.
Every month.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
an inspiration. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're an inspiration. I can't be more grateful for the life that I've got now compared to how it was then. And it's a whole journey that I've been on, and I'm just loving this opportunity to tell everybody else about it, because okay.
So incredible. So great to hear your story. I'm sure I'm going to get to hear way more of it. So I've put a QR code up on the page for everybody. You can scan the QR code if you're not clicking one of the links in the various chats. But just understanding that RTT is not just a system of one type of hypnotherapy. It's a combination of 13 different tools used in different situations, depending on what the client needs, like you're hearing her talk about. And, you can see so many people in the chat talking about their experience as an RTT therapist, and just everyone is just incredibly supportive and excited. So, it's a combination of a lot of different things, but make sure you scan the QR code if you want it. The main things that we hear about, similarly to her story, is just that it's going to make a profound difference in your personal life. And it's going to allow you to interact with the people that you love and care about in your community in such a different way. In addition to your personal transformation, what you can do for clients and what you're going to evolve into over time, like she has, could be anything, right? Like we just heard that person that booked all these TV shows in the last couple of days. But the main thing is you're going to finally be able to run your own business and have the freedom and the flexibility to choose your own rates, to make the kind of money that you want to make, to work as much as you want to work or as little as you want to work, to set your own schedule. I mean, it's a dream come true. And we really focus on, and we've just recently this year released our marketing accelerator, and we're doing so many more things behind the scenes to give more and more to our RTT graduates in our community that are in learning right now, to help them become extremely successful in business. It's our main focus right now. And we're always just so excited to give more and more. So just make sure that you scan the QR code if you're interested, and you sign up to talk to a team member to get all the information that you want to get. The career programs, if you want to be a professional, range between that $4,000 and $14,000 range, because it's usually 6 months to a year, depending on the person and how much time you want to commit to it. They're incredible programs with so much support. I mean, it's really intense how much support you get. I'm sure you could speak to that. And probably a lot of the team members that you worked with back in the day are still supporting all the students today, because our team is pretty original. They're incredible people. A lot of the support staff are trained RTT therapists and have been through the training themselves, including a lot of the people even on our marketing team, because they fall so much in love with this work, with the mission to really help the whole world feel not just enough, but more than enough for anything that they could want. And that's the goal of therapy. And that's the goal of RTT. And I know Marisa's goal is to create an entire generation that no longer needs therapy, which maybe we won't get to, but we're going to get as close as we can. Marisa, do you want to add anything about the program?
Well, we know that RTT is the best training in the world because all our grads tell us, like lovely Gabriella here. And it's so exciting that you can go out and do something. You know, there's very few jobs that give you everything. If you want a great career, it has to give you this. It has to give you meaning, purpose, connection, significance, growth, contribution, make a difference, and give you certainty and diversity all at the same time. And there's so few jobs that do that, especially for women, but RTT does. Every day you're growing, contributing, making a difference. And by doing that for others, you're also making a difference in your own life. You know, you can't really heal people the way we do without healing yourself. You feel connection and significance. Every day is different, so huge diversity. And I just think it's the best job in the world, which is why I've never retired and probably never will. But I love it, the fact that, you know, every day I used to wake up to letters from clients, to emails, to text saying, hey, you changed my life. But today I wake up to letters from people like Gabrielle saying, look at the letter I got, look at the flowers, look at the card, look at the feedback I got. And so that's even better, that I'm now getting letters from people I've trained saying, gosh, I just healed this kid of stuttering. I just fixed this kid who could only eat 3 things like bread, chocolate, and ice cream. I just worked with someone who couldn't get pregnant. I just worked with someone who was being bullied at school. And it's just the loveliest feeling that we give people freedom and empowerment. It is the best job in the world, don't you think?
It's definitely the best job in the world. I couldn't be happier doing what I
And it's
do.
one that you never, ever want to retire from, ever.
No.
And we have a lot of our grads also writing books, having their own blogs, having their own articles in magazines. We had a girl called Andrea who specialized in fertility, and the BBC did a whole show just on her and her success rate. So some of you will do even better than I am. I know that. Probably you will soon too, because it's something that you can take and expand and make your own. So we're very proud of it. We'd love you to join us, and thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. And no experience necessary. And you're going to, I mean, obviously listening to Gabriella's story, more than make your investment back as you become a therapist and as you begin the training. And you can complete it faster if you really would like to hurry. Marisa says there's 3 types of therapists. There's a therapist that believes that they need to be perfect before they could ever be a therapist. And you know, it's great to be perfect. It's great to study. It's great to understand everything. But if you want to be an AA counselor and you want to do Alcoholics Anonymous, if you've never had a drinking problem, you cannot be an AA counselor because you won't understand what everyone's going through. And as a therapist, you need to have some stuff in your life that was messed up so that you can understand other people and you can really relate to them. So actually, your imperfections, your weirdness, your quirks, and your darkness can be really useful as a therapist to empathize with others and to show them that as your personal transformation will happen in the training, you can show them how to take the same steps that you did and relate to people, even if it's something you haven't experienced, but you've experienced hardship in your life. So it's actually super helpful. The second type is a type that's like Hail Mary, put everything on a credit card, and they're just super excited. And they're chomping at the bit, really trying to get through the course so that they can make their investment back and really serve the world. And then the third type, which Marisa said she was when she was very young and did her first ever course all the way back, I believe it was in LA. And she calls that one the chomping at the bit one, which is just super excited, super pumped to serve everybody, and just goes all in and does it for the rest of their life like she does. And you know, never wants to retire. And, you know, Marisa in her off time, it's hilarious. She'll sit on the couch and she'll watch on her phone. She'll watch like YouTube videos of therapy. I'm not kidding. It's hilarious. This is like what she does.
At my house when I was doing it.
Mm-hmm. And like, if you like drama television and you like Judge Judy, things like that, you're meant to be a therapist. If you like understanding or just watching the intricacies of how humans communicate, especially if they're toxic, you should definitely be a therapist, because instead of just talking about it and watching it, you can now actually help others deal with those things and come into a more beautiful life and really live a better quality life. So you could maybe even be on a reality TV show and be that. I know Marissa was in Real Housewives of Dubai, and she was like walking around all the houses, right? And so things like this can happen
I still
when
am.
you're a
Still am
therapist.
that therapist.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So that's amazing. So I've left the QR code up on the screen. We're getting links in the chat on all the different platforms. Make sure you book a call with the team to get all the information that you could want. I see a lot of questions that would take a long time to answer, and I love the questions and engagement. All of the recordings are going to be on YouTube. So make sure you go to the Marisa Peer YouTube if you want to go back and experience that incredible meditation that we did today on money and program these incredible beliefs. If you want to do child in the room and go to more scenes, you can go back to day 3. And if you want to go all the way back to day 1, investigating, or going to day 2 where we interpreted, you can go back and do those at your leisure. Make sure to enjoy those. Make sure to share those with anyone that you think would benefit in experiencing this. And just make sure, if you have any interest, to book a call, get all your questions answered. And tomorrow is a super exciting day. We're going to be doing the money vortex. And so I think it might be the first time Marissa's ever done something quite like this.
Yeah, it is
Yep, it's the first time ever. And it's going to be just a phenomenal experience, really deepening and wiring in all of this incredible money beliefs so that you can attract and magnetize so much abundance. Thank you so much, Gabriella, for coming on and sharing your story. I'm sure.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, it's lovely to have you. It's so nice to think that 6 years ago you were suicidal, and now you're almost up to your £20,000 a month. But it's not about the money. It's never about the money. It's about doing something that makes your heart sing. You wake up thinking, wow, I've got the best job. So it's about waking up thinking somebody in the world's having a better life today because of the skill I possess.
Absolutely.
There's nothing better than that someone is having a better life because of a gift you have to help them. And all over the world, there are people having a better life because of the skill you have and I have, and we're passing it on. And it really is the best feeling in the world.
Yeah. And if you're on the fence and you're like, okay, I would love to help people like this. I would love to do something like this, but I just can't see myself being a therapist. Like, it's either too complicated, or I'm too old, or I'm not smart enough, or whatever it is. Trust me, book the call with the team, get the information. Marisa has done such a phenomenal job. The team has done such a phenomenal job at helping everyone become an incredible therapist. I have not yet met one of our 15,000 grads that I've talked to that didn't say it was the most incredible decision they'd ever made in their life. If not for the business, but for their personal transformation.
It was absolutely the most incredible. I mean, I can't say any other words than it was the most incredible decision, because I've got a business that I wanted a business for so long, and I've got a business that I could only dream of having. I've helped over 1,000 people change their lives. And
amazing.
It fills me up, fills my heart. I just say, when I go and do my talks, I'll say that I've got the best job ever. And one thing I'd like to tell you, just do it. I was in that place. I was ringing up several times and saying, wow, can I be a therapist if I've never been a therapist? Can I do this? And I had all those doubts. And something spoke to me, something said that this is right for you. And I just went all in. I did go all in. I studied until 3 o'clock in the morning. You don't have to, by the way, but I chose to. And I just went all in, and I just got started. And the best advice I can give to anybody that does the course: get started straight away, do some clients for free or low cost, and just get started and do it. Don't wait for a website. Don't wait for all of these, everything to be perfect. Just help people, because you can't do anything. You can't do any harm with RTT. You can only do good.
Yeah. And of course, what I tell everyone is the training is amazing, but every client you see also is your teacher, and you learn so much. So you can turn up with no qualifications, no experience. You can leave with everything you need, and the teaching never stops. Every client teaches you. We have masterclasses every month, so the training goes on, and you do have a 2-week money back guarantee too. If it's not for you, we'll give you your money back, no questions asked.
Absolutely. No
Can't
questions
imagine
asked.
wanting your money back.
No.
It's not-
I think we've only had about 6 people who've ever wanted their money back, which is not much from 15,000. Yeah, we've done very well with that.
Yeah. And if you're on this call, we have a very special discount for you. So we're going to give you $500 off the training if you've attended this Money is Beautiful workshop. We know who is in the workshop, so we know about that. You can bring it up with the team when you talk to them, but we have your email recorded, so we know that you've signed up and have been attending the workshop. If for some reason they don't have your email on it, just let them know that you've attended the Money is Beautiful workshop. But we're going to give you a $500 discount off the price of the course, which is already extremely, extremely affordable considering what you might have to do to become a counselor and a psychotherapist or someone that would do this type of work otherwise. And so this program is just so incredible. And as you can see, everyone loves it so much. And you can read the chat of all the therapists that have been attending, but really excited for tomorrow for the Money Vortex. And super pumped to hear all of your incredible stories as you guys do all the homework for the night. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, unless Marisa, you want to add anything.
No, see you tomorrow. Turn up. Every day is going to be even better than the day before. And thank you, everyone who's come here, my RTT grads and to be RTT grads. It's been lovely to have you in the background. See you tomorrow. Have a great evening. Lots of love. Bye-bye.